for our paper preview video this beautiful Sunday afternoon, the 7th day of July 2024. During the course of this video recording, we'll bring you the secret extra tip, a banker draw, and also a pair. All the proof of that will be coming from our right on football fixture. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this particular video clip. This that we're looking right here in front of us is our Pools Telegraph for week 2, 2024. And I'm going to show us something which will project to us how the season is going to look like. What we have here now at the bottom right hand section of our Dreamland column is number 43. The reason why I say we want to know how the season will pan out is because this was done in week 2, 2020 and also week 2, 2022. Now we're in week 2, 2024. So what is synonymous with all of this, with which I mentioned, they both happened in an even year, week 2 of an even year. That is what is synonymous with all of these three seasons I've mentioned. That means to say the sequence which happened in 2020 and that of 2022 will be synonymous to that will happen in this 2024. So this is how we project the season. So we'll be looking into what we have for those seasons, and that's how we're going to be bringing them our way. So stay tuned. Hence, we made success in 2022. I can't remember that of 2020 vividly now, but 2022 we're already on YouTube and we made success. We are projecting that this forthcoming season is going to be very fruitful as well. And speaking about a season, we have 52 weeks in an entire season. So technically, the season ended in week 52, 2024. So we are technically beginning a new season now in this week 2. So if you're in the forecasting world, you know what I'm talking about. But the season continues, literally the season continues till I think week 4 thereabout, because the forthcoming season will be beginning in week 6. Then the Premiership will come up in week 7. So let me show us where this number 43 now was transferred to in our special advance fixture. That is telling us that yes, this is how the season is going to pan out. Take note of that particular number 43. Now this is our special advance fixture for week 2, 2024. We take a look at the high score quiz column. We have in our box line now that same number 43, which was at the bottom right hand section of our Dreamland column. So if you have access to this journal, go look up that of week 2, 2020 and week 2, 2022. You attest to the fact that the same game appeared in that spot. This was no mistake. Believe you me, this was no mistake. This is how the sequence pan out. So that tells you a whole lot. So that tells you that this particular incoming season is going to be fruitful and we're going to benefit from it. Taking a look at the special advance fixture now, on the left hand side we have the 1 to 49 matches of the coupon fixture, while the date of play for these matches for this week 2 now is on the 13th and 14th of July 2024. I don't want to be wasting much time on this video. I want to make it very snappy, and we'll talk about what transpired for last week. We did marvelously well in the cannot draw section. All the 4 games we projected delivered as expected, so congratulations to those who utilized it. While on the draw section, the only pair that succeeded was that of 17 pairing number 12, where number 12 was a draw for us. All others failed, but we have to forge ahead, and we're not giving up because we've seen some sequence which are making us smile. I remember in this particular week, I promised us a pair for this week 2, which is an every 40 weeks pair. So I'm bringing that up on this video, which is the first video we're making for this week. I will expect you to click on the like button, help to share this video to your other social media platforms so that other people get to know about us. And doing that is for free, so help us do that now. While we also expect you to get subscribed to this platform, just in case you're not subscribed yet or seen our video for the very first time. Subscription also is free, so click on the button now to get subscribed. I will expect you to place a comment in the comment section and also tell us which particular video you want to choose and make us do for the extra corner video. We'll give out 5 options. Option number 1 is if you want us to make the 1 banker draw video. Option number 2 is the pair video. Option number 3 is the nap video, while option number 4 is the winning line video. And the 5th option, which is the last but not the least, if you want us to make the 5 dead game video, you can make us know via the comment section. Read it up, collect your suggestion, and make a particular video, which is the 3rd video we're making for this week. After this one, we'll be coming up with a midweek video, which is the main video. There will give you another buckload of sequence, which we expect to meet you in good health. Now we'll be looking at our secret extra tip now. and that's telling us that number 46 is supposed to be our dead game for this week, which is a cannot draw, which you can stake as a 12 online, either side to win. But in case you have that particular number as your draw, please go ahead and utilize it as such. The team on number 46 from our Capital Premier League division in Australia is Canberra C and Tigers FC. That's the match on number 46. We are not telling you which side will take the win now, but we expect that game to play 12. Let's see our Pools Telegraph now that we've seen part of our special advanced fixture. But before we go ahead to do that, take a look at the high score quiz column. We have number 1, 5, and 8 on boxes 1, 2, and 3 of our special advanced fixture. And if you add those digits together, they are all unit numbers. If you add them together, your answer becomes 14. Remember, we treated this in one of our videos before now, that when you have 14 as your answer and they are unit numbers, that tells you something that is going to happen in the week. I will also see some repetition which took place from the expert trial now to the high score quiz, and some were also repeated from the high score quiz to the easy column. So these are some of the ways we used to fish out our draws on this journal, and depicting something as well. The game 2 of our easy column now we have number 21. That is a digit of 1. When you have digit of 1 in your game 2 of your easy column, is a sequence I know for sure that we have. I'm certain about that. While also we have number 31 in the game 2 of our expert trial. That also is a family digit of 1 in that space as well. That tells you something. So let's look at our Pools Telegraph now, where we see the even week pair and see what happens about that particular number. At the bottom section of our Pools Telegraph front page, we have the top tiers column where we have 17 and 47 as the first 2 digits there. But this is where we pick our even week pair from. We have 33 and numbers 15. That is the space, the yellow patch there, that's where we pick our even week pair. And if you look at those 2 numbers now, they are both odd numbers. 33 and 15, they are both odd numbers. And when you have it like that on a blue coupon week, that tells you something. So which means that pair looks viable for this week, you know. So that was how if you go look at our first video for last week, I highlighted some areas like 10 and 20 as a very viable pair, and lo and behold, that pair actually did come true. So these are where I highlight some of those games, and they will pull through for us as draws. We are heading fast into the forthcoming season, so we are preparing the way as it were now. We have number 25 at the green patch here, and it's been repeated to the middle section of your magical games right there for you. And that number 25 is our commentary game 2. So these are some of the ways we'll go to be looking at the games on this particular platform. That brings us to now looking at our first sequence for the day, which is telling us number 9 is our banker draw, and the proof to this is coming from our right on football fixture. So stay tuned now as we present you the banker draw of number 9. Wherein the teams on number 9 is Hakoah S and Nepean FC on our NSW Division 1. So now let's see the sequence for our right on football fixture. It's a sequence you have to pay close attention to because it's kind of tricky but very important. You know this because it's going to play as we have it. This is our right on football fixture for 2022. The game on the right hand side of our super pair is number 20, while the game on game 6 of our compiler X verdict column is number 22. Now the difference between 20 and 22 is 1. So if you subtract 20 from 22, you have 2. The game in between is just 1, and that is number 21. That's what I mean by the difference. So when you check at it like that, you have just one game in between both digits, and that number 21 now is what we're going to be using to show us where to pick this particular draw from at the back page of our right on football fixture. So when the sequence set like this, therefore you go to the back page and pick out your draw, as we're going to see shortly. Here at the back page of our right on football fixture, you come to the overseas Pools compiler draw statistics column, the alphabet H here, the middle game, where we'll have number 26. That game cannot fail but give us a draw. So the next reference we have to check out now is that of week 30, 2023. So now let's see how the sequence pan out in that week. So here now for that week, we have number 15 at the right hand side of our super pair, and the game on number 6 of our compiler X verdict column is number 17. So we have just one game separating both digits now. Therefore, we have to look at the back page to pick our banker draw. At the back page of this journal, you come to your alphabet H column, the middle game there, which is number 28. That became a banker draw for that week. So the next reference week we have to consider now is that of this week too, 2024. So for the week now, we have number 33 at the right hand side of our super pair, and the game 6 of our compiler X verdict column is number 31. So we have one game difference between both digits. That sets us off to look at the back page to pick our banker draw that we can rely on for the week. Right, at the back page now, we have at the H section, the middle game is number 9. That's why we're picking that game as our banker draw based off of this particular sequence. That sets things off to us to see the right on football fixture now. We're starting off with the back page where we have 43 and 44 as the expert final pair. And on the blue coupon week, whenever you have a family of 3 either at the top or the bottom spot, that in itself is another very viable sequence. So for those who know, they know. But if you don't, stay tuned to our subsequent video. We might be bringing it up as well. And also we have number 21 at the key column. Remember, every week I give advice on how to be very careful in picking that particular digit. Draw game, you must have something concrete to give it to you before you pick it up. And we have the overseas pools compiler draw statistics column with alphabet A to P, and below the alphabet we have trials in those sections. So now let's see the front page of the right on football fixture. We'll be highlighting some other areas that we may be working with subsequently. And for those who have this journal, they can go look it up and make their own inference about the areas we have been pointing out for us. Investigating the front page of our right on football fixture, we have the 3 best draws column as number 28, 22, and 30. I will see some return which takes place with the 5-14 games column, which is game 3 now. It's been repeated to the box 3 of our 3 best draws. And also the number 28 now is being repeated somewhere, which is the game 1 of our 3 best draws. But we have number 22 now at the middle section of the 3 best draws being repeated to the 14 box. So we have a whole lot of repetition which takes place on the front of this paper that we can actually work with. Also looking at the super pair now, we have the right hand side which is 33 repeated to the game 1 of our compiler X verdict column, while the 14 box now is also being repeated to the game 4 of our compiler X verdict column. And something which happened I think in week 51, week 52, and also happened for last week 1, also came up this week, talking about this game at the left hand side of our super pair. It's been repeated as well to the game 2. It was repeated last week to the game 1 of our compiler X selection column, but for this week now it's been repeated to the game 2 of our compiler X selection column. And last week there was no draw between the 3 games. I was projecting that trial for at least a draw, but we didn't get anything there. So that means I will not be saying much about it, because I don't think there will also be a draw there. But if there is, I don't think I have an idea about which one is going to draw now. So I may not be touching on that particular one. I think this is the much we can take from the papers. We've seen the special advance, the Pools Telegraph. Now we've also seen the right on football fixture. What is left now is for us to see the remaining sequence, which is the $1 million pair, which I promised a fortnight ago. I've been talking about this pair now for quite some weeks, and I'm bringing it up on this particular first video. The pair is for this week. It's an every 40 weeks pair. So pay attention to this, because it's a pair that can actually, you know, at the end of the day, make us smile. We expect it to actually make us smile. So I'm going to be bringing the pair of number 21 pairing 22 with the proof coming from our special advance, our right on football fixture. On number 21 from our Victoria Premier Division, we have Avondale hosting Oakley C, while number 22 is Dandenong T hosting PT Melbourne. So those are the 2 teams we expect to at least give us a draw. This is a very fine pair. Pay attention to it. We've been using it for quite some time now. We expect it to deliver. Now I present that to us, which is the $1 million pair of 21 and 22 from our right on football fixture. The sequence is taken from the back page of our right on football fixture, and this that we're looking right here in front of us is our week 18 edition 2020, and it has to do with the key column, which I usually advise us to be careful about. We have number 14 in that space for week 18, 2020. And how does this sequence work? You add 1 to 14, that gives you 15. So that means 14 and 15 forms a pair. And as you can see, for that week, we did mark number 14 as the draw. So in 40 weeks time, you repeat this same episode, this same calculation, and get your pair for which you are going to mark a draw. And that takes us to now looking at week 14, 2021. For week 14, 2021 now, we have number 30 in the key column. So if you add 1 plus 30, that gives you 31. And if you look at the compiler versus Pools compiler draw statistics column now, check your L, the first game there, letter L, the first game is 31. That tells you number 31 was marked as a draw for that week. So the pair was 30, 31. The next time it will be 40 weeks now from this week 14. That takes us to week 10, 2022. For that week, we had number 42 in the key column. If you add 1 plus 42, that gives you 43. If you check your result for that week now, you see that number 43 was actually marked as a draw. That you can find on the I column now, the bottom game of your I, alphabet I. So that is how this sequence actually pan out. The next time it was 40 weeks again now, we have to check week 6, 2023. For that week now, we had number 19 in the key column. 19 plus 1 becomes 20, so that means 19 and 20 form the pair for week 6, 2023. And as you can see right there, we marked number 19 as the draw. So this is a very fine sequence which is dependable, reliable, and we expect it to pull through. That's why we're bringing it your way for this week. Click on that like button. Help to push this video out there for other persons to also see it so that they too can benefit all the good things and the free things we're doing here on this platform. Talking about free, you get it subscribed, it's for free as well. So click on that button now in case you're not subscribed yet or you're seeing our video for the very first time. We really do appreciate all those who are subscribed to this platform. Help us to grow that we can also make you win your bet at the end of the day. Please comment in the comment section to make us know how you feel about our presentation. While we're expected to choose a particular video you want to make us do as the extract on our video. The next time this sequence is set again now, which is 40 weeks, becomes this week 2, 2024. So in the space of the key column for this week 2, 2024 now we have number 21. Therefore, if you add 1 plus 21, that gives you 22. That means 21 and 22 is a very formidable pair. We expect to put food on our table for this week. So that is the video, people, which we have brought your way as a paper preview video for this week. Remember, we have 2 more videos to go. And for those in the channel membership, we also have a video from our Pools Telegraph, a very fine sequence that will make us smile as well. And in case you're not subscribed to the channel membership on YouTube here, you can do that. Or you can support this channel as well using the super thanks and super chat, super stickers to also support us as well. And in the WhatsApp group, we have the VIP and the OnlyFans. Those are paid platform on YouTube, on WhatsApp. I also have the public WhatsApp group you can join. People also give good games there in that public space. So this is actually the video on number 9 now, which is the banker draw. I highlighted, I showed you the sequence. It's telling us that Aqua S and Napian FC from our NSW Division 1 is a very formidable banker draw, while you've seen the pair of 21 pairing 22 with the team on number 21, Avondale versus Oakley C from our Victoria Premier Division in Australia, while Dandenong T versus PT Melbourne is on number 22. Remember, we told us that number 46 is the secret extra tip of cannot draw for this week, and that's Canberra Sea Arrow versus Tigers FC from our Capital Premier Division in Australia. So that is actually the video, and this is the size of the package, but we expect to actually benefit from this wonderful information which we have disseminated on this platform. Don't forget to click on the like button. Don't forget to get subscribed in case you're not subscribed yet, and don't forget to also help put this video to other social media platforms so that other persons can get to benefit what we do here on this platform. Keep watching our videos, giving us thumbs up, and make us know how you feel so we can actually grow this platform. Congratulations once again to those who utilize the cannot draw. So if you play in the draw, also utilize the cannot draw, because these days the draws are very elusive, but this particular pair is reliable. We like it. Thank you very much, and see you in our next